welcome to today's workshop. So today's topic is remote access and workforce productivity. So today's agenda will tackle challenge of remote work and some strategy to respond to that, and with a few solutions showcase, then we can Q&A and discuss a little bit. So what's the challenge today? First of all, we have many remote work from home user or remote work user. They have their own laptop or PC. Sometimes they have more user right, and they want to install a bunch of application if they want. That way you need to launch consistent in no matter of application or even versions. So that's create problem for them. And there's a security gap for the unmatched device. In many organizations, they may still using AD, but those BYOD device, even is Windows, it's meaningless to join the AD because it's not touching the AD at all, right? So somehow we need some more modern directory service and user identity to manage and control those both identity and the devices. And support workload, because we have more and more application, we have different type of applications, SaaS, cloud application, and on-prem or the endpoint application, that, and we got much more work to do to patch it, to maintain it. On the other hand, the compliance requirement getting more complex and tight, and some especially I think it's mid-sized company. Previously, they need not to take care about much of compliance or what, but now the government is training them, the auditor is training them, so they get more work to do. And nowadays, if you have some sort of applications, no matter you develop it or you buy from third party, something cannot be neglect or ignore is open source libraries. Like even you buy a software nowadays, maybe I got a new tools that one based on LLM. There's a bunch of libraries is open source, right? No one will write a LLM library from scratch and then use the open rate model. Everyone used PyTorch, CUDA, all sorts of open source stuff. But who can maintain it? Who to support it, right? There's a problem. And that also applies to the remote users. They also have a bunch of libraries and tools that you may even not know. So there's a gap for support and maintenance on those library and software. And some of the employees, they're not that enabled with IT knowledge. They may finance, accounting people, marketing people. They don't know how to. They may be able to install, but they're not able to configure or treat the software properly. And that means if you don't have some self-serve or automation, that it is hard for them to upkeep to maintain. You may need to set up a Zoom connection, but just simply install a meeting software or others, so that will further increase the workload of IT team. And last is very important, is the fragmentation of visibility for IT teams, because nowadays we're always looking for a single pane of glass to monitor and look after all the activities for the application, user, and device. But work from home users create there's a problem that they cannot visit, they don't see what's happened on the computer. They always say, well, borrowing out laptop is fine, no problem. But we always afraid that return, because it means there will be something bad happen already on the computer. They have to fix it or to restore it, or even they may not able to have a proper backup to restore. So that's a problem. So how can we integrate all those activities and events, both on the cloud, on-prem, or those remote users. Very important, right? So what we do, first of all, visibility and control is very important. So we centralize those, try to pull the control and maintenance and the access right to the central place, no matter it's from where, it's from on-prem, cloud, data center, or remote user, or wherever it is. We try to make it centralized and visible. And adopt zero trust architecture, very important. The least privilege, it should also apply to BYOD device scenario. You're not necessary to block the application on the BYOD device, but on the other hand, you should control what kind of application they should access to your data center or to your public cloud or private cloud, right? And automation that helps, like simple patching, updating software, it should be automated, right? We still have many things to do, especially for those continuous monitoring that we need to do, right? And adopting single sign-on tools to integrate all the assets. One hand, you can better control the access and privilege. And the other hand, you can see what's happened to the credential, what kind of application they're using, when they use it. So this provide further insight or further visibility to all your employees' activities on the site or remote. And standardize the device management. So you can have a device management tools that can support mobile device, laptop, Mac, Linux, Windows. Then you can have a unified platform. Then you can have a standardized policy and control on those devices. So this is some few suggestions. So how can we do that? Of course, we have solutions. So the first one which introduced today is a Scalefusion, which is a endpoint management tools. Originally, they are doing MDM. Now they claim there is a unified endpoint management. It just, anyway, it's a device management, but it covers Windows, Linux, Android, iOS, whatever, most of the common system. And they have a kiosk mode. So it support to lock up certain computers or devices that only show up a few applications. Of course, that's usually for the company-owned device, definitely not BYOD device, because why you blocking me to taking photos, right? But for company device, you can use kiosk mode. But the other way around, if a BYOD device, we still can able to support or to control applications, to separate the corporate data with the private data. In case we want to rip it, we can rip our own data only, not the client computer or the BYOD device, because they will say, oh, I got my own document, I got my own photo, you shouldn't rip anything, right? So have a flexible endpoint management solution is very important, and it's provide some automation capability. So it simplify the device onboarding. For those device, you can do zero touch deployment. So the device can be bought from partners for Apple or Google or Microsoft. You need not to install anything. Just make sure the device ID is on the list. Then you register Scalefusion to the system. Once the device is arrived to user places, they turn it on, and then the agent and the policy will deploy to this device. Include maybe you have some application below, you can do also that. So very simple, helpful device onboarding process, and you can have full control. And we have a remote support tools for Windows or Mac. You can remote access and control. Android also okay. For iOS, because of the device limitation, you can remote monitor. So but do helps on the support and maintenance purpose, because sometimes it's very difficult to communicate for the user where's the icon, where's the home button, where's the Windows button, whatever. So it reduces the IT overhead with a unified system. So as I said, we have Android, iOS, Mac, and Windows, and Linux capability. Of course, different OS may have different capability on that, but all of them, we have application control, we have the device control, we have policy, and we can track the GPS in case you got the GPS for mobile device. So we can help to manage all of them. So as I said, we got simple deployment, and we have other security policy. For example, some password policy, compliance tracking, certificate management, and remote control and troubleshooting, as I said. And for the application management, it's very interesting. Actually, we are not just bringing you in those applications on the App Store, Google Play, or Microsoft Store, but we have our own enterprise store. So you can upload your proprietary software or application to our own App Store and deploy to your own device without uploading to Google or Microsoft or Apple to verify them or putting on the public store or use the enterprise application capability. You can rely on Scalefusion, then we can help you to push your application to your devices. And there's many other things like scripting. Scripting, of course, can be Windows, can be Linux, but actually for Android and iOS, we got some scripting capability, but that's limited, of course. Not like a Windows so flexible, but it helps when you have something more complex deployment or proprietary application. You need to treat something through command line scripts. We also support it. Of course, for OS patching, all application updates, we can help it to do. There's some other schedules things or dashboard. I don't want to go into very deep. And also, Scalefusion got something called One IDP, which is a IDP service that can integrate to your mobile device and your endpoints to do single sign-on. So to help you to unify your access, no matter for applications and other devices. Okay, so this is a Scalefusion. So there's other unique things. I don't want to go to very deep. If you got interest, you can talk to us, so we can go later. So this is the screen. You can see there's a dashboard, and can we track the device? We can lock it or unlock it anytime, anyway, and you can see the screen. You can remote in to do some remote support. So it is very comprehensive MDM or endpoint management devices control management. Next is Cybele Infinity, so which is a remote access application access solutions. So sometimes user very concerned about like what kind of application can be run, will our data being stolen in case of BYOD. So why not you just host your application within your data center or some area you want, and let the user from work from home or even office to remote access those applications with our application to control and monitor and filter. So if Infinity is a browser-based remote access solution, of course you can install application to use as a desktop application, whatever. But it's fully support browser-based only, and we can secure terminal and application publishing. So you can publish your application through Infinity to your remote user. Then your user just use a browser to access. So you can open and but with full control all your application to let user to remote access without using VPN, and enhance your mobility for the user, no matter they're on the road, in a foreign country, on the plane. If they got limited access to bandwidth, still works fine, because for browser access is just streaming the interface. So the use case is we can use this as a VPN alternative, and also a zero trust access control. And you can virtualize your application and desktop. So some user will put it as a VDI solutions that you can publish your virtual desktop to the user through the browser or application. And we have very detailed control and support those legacy application. And sometimes you will use it on OT environment, because for the SCADA or the HIM device, for those no matter building operating system, satellite system, whatever, or simple manufacturing system, that you definitely got some user interface, but you want to protect it from those remote access or attack or ransomware. So you can use CB330 to isolate it from the outside world, but we can remote access with security. Of course, we support single sign-on, we can integrate a directory, and of course provide MFA. So let's jump this. So the very simple is you can publish your desktop and user access the virtual desktop, and then manage and use the application. It's look like this. So it's a browser, you log in and you can see what application you can access. It can be a Windows application, it can be a terminal, it can be a remote desktop, it can be a Teams, whatever. So you can remote publish your application. So users just log in through browser and then can use the application. It's just like an open application from on your own desktop. You can still do the copy and paste, whatever. It's almost the same. So you can also use mobile asset, and of course we can integrate with third-party MFA to enhance your security, like Google, Microsoft, or AWS, Azure, whatever, Jump Cloud, or we can support and integrate. So the user experience is very similar to the normal desktop. You can have a multiple application, you have a multiple screen, you can copy and paste, as I said, and even we can support the audio pass-through, so you can launch a Zoom meeting with the remote sections, but you can still talk on your through the remote computer. That's a pretty common use case. Maybe although it sounds weird, why not just direct use your laptop to do the remote meeting? But there's some concern or control, especially for teams that they want to visit on their own network or computers, then you can do it this way. Yeah. And we have simple management console, so you can publish, manage, or application for our central management console to provision the device. And we are very scalable. We have you can have a multiple server, multiple remote desktop session server, remote gateway, multiple gateway. So we are very flexible and scalable. And you can put some server on the cloud, some on the on-prem. It doesn't matter. So it can help you to unify all your application, no matter where it hosts, and then you can create a portal, and the user can remote access and use it with security control and monitoring. So this is something similar as I just said. So even for, it's not just for modern application. There's some use case for those legacy mainframe AS400 and other terminal that you can still use it to publish full Vivinity. And also, even some very old legacy desktop applications, we have a SDK to integrate to that and make it browser friendly. So you can publish those legacy applications through our console-based cloud web-based console. Then the user can use it with very smoothly through our browser client. So it's about VB, Fox Pro, Power Builder, SS, many old solutions. We can still support it. So this is a very unique solution on that. Next is about open source. I'm not sure you guys are familiar with some Linux distributions. And I think this few months or this year, one very hot topic on the open source or Linux world is about the CentOS, because the CentOS 7 and 8, as 8 already EOL, 7 is also EOL already, but there's so many vendors. Maybe they have OVA virtual appliance. They may have host a server. They give you an OVA, give you a virtual machine. Then you import and can start to use the server. Many of them using CentOS in old days. But once CentOS is stopped to support it, that create lots of problem, because not every vendor refresh their virtual appliance so quickly. And even they release the new one, you do take time to refresh. And some enterprise have many applications running on CentOS 7 or 8 that really takes time for them to replace. OpenLogic provides solutions to that, so you can have an update and patching on that. And we also support many open source libraries. So we help users to first give you support, second give you patching. Even the open source library is end of life. So in case you got remote application, in case you got user is developer, because there's many developer work from home, right? So you still need some monitoring and help for them. So for those DevOps role, we have bunch of open source. You may need some help support on that, and we can support. We have coverage many open source library, including Linux distributions, that means Linux systems, database, web server, containers, middleware, all libraries. We have open source technology support, so you can purchase support from OpenLogic, and we offer many platform and systems. And we are not a call center like a things. If a user subscribe service, there will be a dedicated architect which can able to support those libraries and offer 24/7 support. One very important is the I think is the, as I said, the CentOS long LTS support. So in case some of the library is already end of life from the vendor side or the community side, there's no support and patching available anymore, right? But if you subscribe the OpenLogic LTS, we can maintain and provide patching for those vulnerabilities. So you can keep using CentOS, you can keep using those React Native libraries, old Node.js, whatever, because for some reason you cannot upgrade, but you still need some patching. Otherwise, there will be problem of the compliance issue, right? So you can subscribe OpenLogic services, then you can fill this gap for fulfill those compliance or security requirement. So there's also others open source. So okay, next is about the ITSM and automation. So actually for version 2, we carry a few similar solutions. One is called Atera, which we introduce quite frequently and quite a long time. But recently we carry a new enterprise grade ITSM and automation system. So it provide workflow automation, self-serve portal, AI-driven knowledge-based management, and many others like a change management and configuration management. So all of those are enterprise grade requirement or management that we can support and offer them, and let the user, because we have a self-serve portal, so user can serve themselves. For example, they apply a new desktop, maybe they require for a new application installed, so most of them can be fulfilled automatically. No, there's no engineer intervention, and reduce it. It helps to solve the problems without engineers and reduce ticket volume for the user. Because EasyVista is enterprise grade solutions, so they have lots of modules from the service management, IT management, and inventory, hardware, software inventory, infrastructure operations, basic ITSM, the data governance, many, really many. So in case you have requirement of ITSM, maybe they look for ServiceNow, but think ServiceNow is too expensive. Is there any alternative? Yeah, here is EasyVista. It's a very good alternative. So give you more insight, a more simple chart. So there's a self-help portal. All the component is drag and drop. So there's no coding required. You just use EasyVista portal to create those portal for your user. Then you can create those web application or forms to a user. And in the back end, we got the server manager portal to apply the workflow, to run the automation scripts, or offer the ticketing system to the engineers. And there, of course, there's some automation solutions for the user, or there may be some approval process, certification, reporting, all in the service manager level. So, and then, of course, we got reporting, AI analysis, and other discovery solutions like device discovery, configuration discovery, yeah, also of that. So EasyVista is a very comprehensive ITSM and system in case there's a larger customer, or they have a higher requirement on the ITSM solutions or the compliance, then you can go for EasyVista. So this is the console. There you have this. This is a rough. This is the IT monitoring chart. So this is what your site is: green line, red line. So monitor your IT infrastructure, and this is the ticketing system. So you know what is ticket, who is getting in, what is SLA, who is going to expire, something like that. So very comprehensive solutions. Of course, if you got a more simple case like for SME, they just like IT automation, some ticketing system, then you may go for Atera. Just talk to us. We give you a suggestion. So there's some very sum up. So we can have many solutions to help you secure the remote access, to help you manage the remote device, and support your development tools and open source library. Don't forget that not only solutions you are develop require those open source monitoring, because many vendors, many commercial software you purchase from vendors, you still need to update and maintain some open source library. For example, the Apache or the Nginx of in the web applications that you purchase, you still need to maintain it, right? And we support help you to support automation on the workflow and the user service with EasyVista, of course. So you can secure it, monitor it, manage it, and automate it. So thank you for today. So is there any questions or comments on that? 你是 Altera 吗？哦，好，我们讲一下 Altera。好 ，Altera 刚刚有提过了，so Altera is a lightweight SME focus, I would say, ITSM. Too small. So yeah, Altera. So this dashboard. Okay, Altera is a RMM and PSA ticketing system and remote management. So engineers log in and see what ticket is there. So all those tickets raised by the user or the convert from monitoring. So you can see the say tickets, and we are deeply integrated with Copilot. So you can use Copilot to ask you for summary, ask you for solutions, ask them for suggestion, or investigate for the endpoints, because we have agent, we can see the logs and events from the computer. So many things you can use Copilot to help you. And of course, for writing email, you can use template, reply the user, or you use Copilot to help you to generate reply or rephrase your messages. So tickets, of course, you have the status, assigned to home, and many others. Yeah, fields or whatever. So expiry date, all those custom field we support. Very importantly, we have a AI tagging system. So any tickets create and open, we will apply a AI ticketing system to tag it. So you will know, oh, this is about application, it's Outlook problem, or this is network problem, this is a software problem. With that, you can generate reports, of course, and also we have a ticketing rules. We can assign or dispatch tickets based on those AI taggings. Okay, of course you can still have others like who send it. We'll send maybe VIP sender. We will also CC email to the secretary, whatever. So the ticketing we have the rules, ticketing rules to help you. And there's a ticketing, and we support multiple sites or customer, depends on the version you are buying. So each site you have the overview, where this is, contact information, who are the user. So the user here, first of all, we know who is raising ticket, and also we control the user and password to let user to log in to the help desk portal to raise their ticket. Okay, let me show you later. So also we got device. So what devices belong to this site? For Altera, we integrate with Spreadstop and AnyDesk. So when you install the agent, there is a customized version of Spreadstop and AnyDesk agent already installed. And we integrate for a license, so you can remote access a computer anytime through Altera without additional costs, because the license already bundled with your Altera license. And so you can remote access, you can do some access management and whatever. So this is the site. So for device, what you can do for them, besides your remote control, right? There's one simple way to do. You can do patching. You can install software. You can run a software inventory. You can run scripts. You can do service, disable service or remote a service. We will start a service. Even tasks, you can kill some tasks or restart a process. We put a computer, run scripts, and launch a chat room to the end user there, send file where there is view events on the windows and edit their registry. Yeah, you can do all of that. And each device, we will apply a monitoring profile. So let me show you. So we not just remote control, but we do monitoring. Yeah. So each computer, you can have this profile, like monitoring the CPU, memory usage, temperature, hard disk space, message queue, or many others. Each all those items you can apply from preset, or you can create your own. And those items, we have those preset, like someone install software, uninstall software, fail login, or you can more detail like the event. For example, is there an event ID for Windows? You can file up an alert, or even you can use your own create script to monitor some files or database to retrieve a numbers. Then we can help you to monitor. And also we support auto healing script. For example, is that you want to have some service that must be on always. Then if this is off, then you can try to run a script to restart the service, something like that. And we support auto healing. So all those threshold will keep monitoring, and you can make it create tickets in case there's a critical alert file. Then you can assign to certain people to fix it. So we can help you to do a proactive or predictive maintenance, right? Because you have monitoring, you have threshold. In case there's something seems going wrong, then you can assign someone to fix it. And we of course support auto healing. Besides that, for the automation profile. So we have patch management. We apply patches by groups. So you can let them to help you to install secure updates, software packs, and device drivers. This is Windows, this is Mac, this is Linux. To help you to update, you can manage and let them to update your application or install application as you want. For Windows, you either use winget or the Chocolatey, which is an open repository. Mac, we use Homebrew. Linux use back the common repository. And we can help you to upgrade the Windows build for Win 10 or Win 11. Of course, you can write scripts. So for scripts, you can use your own, of course. And we have share library. You can take a look and clone them. Like you want to control about USB, there's a disable USB access, so you can clone, then you have your own library and can use it, apply to your different computer, or you can create scripts. And of course, because we have Copilot, it's very good to write scripts, so you can type in your requirement in human language, and you can it will give you a script what you want. Set home page of Chrome, Edge, and Firefox to example.com, something like that. So you add this generate, it will generate script for you. You can save it and apply and run it on your computer with the automation profile or one-off. So this is a script. Of course, you have to test it. Also the patch management platform. So they will if you want to see how is the patching for your device, you can go to patch management page. One thing more is about the network discovery. We can run a network discovery from one of our agents. So it can help you to scan through your network to find out is any rough device, new device, anomalous device. We can scan for ICMP, or we can probe with SNMP. And we also not just find a new computer, we also will scan those ports, open ports from those devices, and try to match if there are any potential CVE there. Let me find one for you. So like this one. So you will see, this is a very high severity CVE. But this one is just for reference, because it's simply use the Mmap to help you to scan through. So it's not a confirmed vulnerability, but in case it can scan, very likely to be there. So for those devices found, you can see there's something that's not managed by Atera, some is managed. Okay, so the last thing important is about Atera is we licensed by engineers. We are not licensed by endpoints. What does it mean? If you got 5 engineers, you are monitoring 500 computers, we charge you 5 engineers license only. If you still got 5 engineers, you sign up new customers, you have 5,000 endpoints, you install 5,000 endpoints, there's no change of your cost because you still have 5 engineers only. We charge by number of engineers, not endpoints. So it is really cost effective for many cases because we have competitors like Ninja One, Kaseya, whatever. So they are licensed by endpoints. We are not. We are licensed by engineers, and we are fully cloud solutions. Not to headache about the server. You just install agents through the installer, push the agents to the Windows by Linux, and also we can help you to monitor device that is not this OS through SMP and TCP. So in case you don't have much network device, you want to do monitoring, we support that. You can use Atera to monitor the switches, the router, the firewall, monitor the CPU usage, monitor the traffics. You can set threshold, fire alert. So it's also help to the NOC in case you don't have much device. And so this is Atera. It's cost effective, very good for SME. Yeah.
Based on customer time use.
Hmm?
Okay, can you show me the report?
Report, okay.
Customer time use.
Time use.
Because you got time indicator.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Of course. So we have the preset. We should have the It's okay. This is because this is for internal use. If you're more on the more on monitor for the ticketing or whatever, we have MSP versions that we can generate more report on those MSP type, but you can still see. Let me show you.
The report meant for internal.
Hmm?
The reports meant for internal, not meant for client.
Yes, but you can have this is you have invoice if you're MSP. If you want to bill them based for hours, yes, you probably see that when you open the ticket, we'll still count the timer, and they have different billing methods, and we can bill by hours, by tickets, by month, whatever. So there will be a measurement on those reports, or you can use advanced report for those tickets. Show you the ticketing summary, I think. So you will see the assigned to which ticket, SLA, tickets for the week, ticket by hours, who created, status, whatever. You can customize, so you can generate report based on like all the figures available from our database. And if you talk about the
I cannot automate it.
Sorry?
Possible to automate.
Report?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you can.
Let's say I have 300 user.
Uh-huh.
And there's 300 customer.
Uh-huh.
So means I need to click 300 times. Possible.
You can generate that. If you're more interested of the MSP, let me show you.
MSP and FSM, field service management.
Self-service, let me show you later. MSP. So MSP. Why still site? No, not this one. Is it this one? Eh? Not this one. Let me find out. Not this one. Is that this one? Too many accounts. Let me try. MSP. This one. Terra. I need to find it. Terra. Yeah, this one should be. Anyway, I have to find it. But anyway, for the MSP, there's a billing modules that you can generate report and invoice for all your customer at once, and then email to them.
If I don't utilize the MSP, based on the earlier one, can I input the time physically, like 30 minutes, 1 hour?
You mean input time?
When creating ticket and
you can do it like many ways. Like of course, we originally got time measurement, so you definitely got the time for each ticket for total hours for each site or customers, and we support custom field. You can add custom field to a ticket, then you can generate report based on the custom field. Yeah, so each ticket you can create a custom field. We support custom field. So for example, if you had a ticket is not just the time that you open on the portal, you may have some on-site stuff, you want to add some loading, you can do that. You can add custom field to input, and then you can summarize on that. It doesn't matter. You can, let me show you data management. Yeah. So there's a custom field. You can add custom field for tickets. Like this is a number, maybe the extra support hours, something like that. Then you can add the field. Then each ticket you can fill up this field, and then you can use this field to generate reports based on that. It's okay. You can do it by this way, or you can rely on the timer here as I show you, because it will auto start to count. Sorry? You can create, you can manage, change it. Yeah, then you can change. Then you can still count. Yeah. Okay. So any questions? Okay. Anything?
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah, this I think it's two I'm the end user.
Uh-huh.
But now I don't just want to know because we have a website in there.
Uh-huh.
So we put on to other people server.
Uh-huh. Hosted by others. The website is hosted in other yeah. Uh-huh.
So is there any possibility that the hosting company got let's say the hosting company got virus attack, then my website gone.
Yeah, of course.
Then is there any your system can protect my website?
First of all, we can help you think something you can keep monitor your site. Of course, first, because but the problem is the network is not yours. Yeah, and only you got a portal to upload your pages, right? Is quite limited actually. There's one thing you should do is first have some monitoring tools to keep monitoring it, like even Atera can do that. You can create a device which is HTTP, and then you put your website there, like example.com. Okay, but that is only we can help you to monitor is that alive or not. Secondly, .net. I forgot the product name. Secondly is because do your website got programming on that or just static website?
Okay, it's done by WordPress.
WordPress.
Yeah, WordPress.
Well, WordPress is so this is programming. But the WordPress is maintained by the hosting company, right? Not you.
Not me.
So the hosting company.
The hosting company is quite I think Python. The hosting company is now using Python because now Python last time we get the subscription is about $700. Now I want to renew. He asking for 3,500. So
3,500 for what?
For hosting for two years. I think it's too expensive.
You go to WordPress.com. You put it at WordPress.com.
Yeah. WordPress.com I think is a software that they provide you the software, but I need to upload to this public thing.
But WordPress.com you can put upload your site there and working perfectly. So you can still use the WordPress plugin. You can customize your website. It doesn't matter. Yeah. One of the thing using WordPress is the problem is WordPress is an open source project.
Yeah.
It should keep update because there is quite lots of vulnerabilities. And even you use standardized library, if you don't upkeep the WordPress itself, it may create problems. So the first thing I ask is who maintain the WordPress core, because that can be very problematic if they don't update for you. But on the other hand, when they keep updating, you still need to upkeep, because sometimes your template or some plugins doesn't compatible with the new version. Then your website will crash. But that's better than hack files that you've been defaced or others. And you can fix it quite easily. There's many solutions out of the box, or you just change other template, whatever. So I don't think you will change not using WordPress in short time. So maybe you simply go to WordPress.com and try to put your websites to take a look. If it works, apply trial, right? It's okay. You can go for WordPress.com. It's too expensive for $3,000 for 2 years. It's crazy.
Your website gets common website. Do your website keep customer data?
No.
No, just common website.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, not the PDP, those things.
Yes. If you
Unless you have website, I think customer data PDP, you need the vendor to host for you and all these security.
well, even of course, if you have so that's why I asked him for application. If they ever got applications.
Because some other place I think it's quite cheap, but I think it's charging too much.
If you have important data, you have other consideration.
Yeah, other consideration.
Yeah.
You need to look for the vendor that there's like security concern. Because your data is important. If your data keep a customer, your customer data is more important.
And one thing is this one. You can use there's few things you can do. First, they provide a external scan, which is free. You can scan your website. Is there any malware in code injection, whatever? And it also support a continuous monitoring and others capability. So it helps you to filter and find out those malware bad things there. Yeah, so you can take a look on this one. This is we should able to resell you. So I think they have a free scan tools. Yeah, site check. So this is free. You can scan your site to see any vulnerabilities or others. And if you want more, there's a plugin that can plug into your WordPress and keep monitoring your WordPress. So this one is pretty good solutions that which is you can still work no matter where you host it. Just for social, yeah.